Alright guys, Chapter 5 of Fire Girl. Miss Tracy clapped her hands together and everybody looked to the front of the class. I have 2 announcements to make, she said. The first is something that worked very well last year in social studies, so I'd like to try it again with you. No tests? Said Rich. Yay, no tests! Funny, Rich, but no, Miss Tracy said. I'm talking about having an election in class, just like the real political elections coming up in a few weeks, in which I hope your parents will vote. I'd like to have a little mini-election right in here in class. An election for classroom president. Miss Tracy was beaming. I liked to see her so excited. It was fun when she was really into something. She was tall and thin and not too old. Though she had been around for as long as I had been in St. Catherine's, she still seemed to get excited with each new class. I knew from the way 7th graders had talked about her in the past that she was the teacher to get, and it turned out to be true. Our first month in 7th grade had been one of the best so far. This is how it'll work, she said. For the next 3 weeks we'll be learning about how governments work and what it means to hold a public office. At the end of time, we'll have a primary. That's when you can choose candidates among yourselves. Everyone will have a chance to nominate someone that they think would be the best to lead the class in several activities we'll do this year. Can we nominate ourselves? Asked Joey. You better, said Jeff. No one else will nominate you. Yes, we can nominate ourselves, Miss Tracy said, though it would be nice if you offered your support to someone else in class. Joey pretended to nod thoughtfully. I heard Jeff chuckle quietly, probably because he got away with what he had said. Once we decided on the candidates, we'll vote, Miss Tracy said. The winner will be our classroom president. The first thing that he or she will do is to help me plan our Thanksgiving Day presentation for our parents. The president will form a committee for that. If this works out, we might have another election before Christmas for a new president. Maybe we'll do it every month. There's planning for our spring field trip, too. I would make sure we went to see a Broadway show, maybe The Phantom, said Darlene, reminding everyone that she was Alice in last summer's Pee-wee Alice in Wonderland, and that she was taking professional singing lessons. Miss Tracy smiled. I'm sure that together we can think of a lot of great ideas to consider, and because of all the committees, everyone who wants to be involved can be. Trust me, every other class has loved this, and I'm sure it'll be exciting and a lot of fun for you too. It'll be a great way to learn about ourselves and the way people work together. I glanced over at Courtney. She was looking up at the teacher, her pencil swaying back and forth between her fingers. It was stupid, but I remember wondering right then if there might be something in this election, some way that things could happen that would maybe give me a way to do something that she might notice. Maybe I couldn't exactly save her life, but... My mouth suddenly went dry. No, keep it to yourself, I thought. But it was so easy. I couldn't keep it to myself. I got hot again under my blazer and sweat rolled down in my shirt. I could nominate Courtney. I could nominate her and then vote for her. Wait, could I? No, of course I could. It would seem so natural because she's incredible and who wouldn't nominate her? But if I nominated her, it would move me to a whole new level. I'd be getting out there and finally visible. Mostly, it would connect our names in class. Miss Tracy, I'd like to nominate Courtney Zinsky. Me, Tom, her, Courtney. She was so popular, and she would win, of course. And then she would say, "Thank you, Tom." Was it possible? Could it actually happen? Never mind the adventures for now. This was real. This was actually possible. My heart was beating very fast. Courtney, yes. Ryan Pontiac said, What's the second announcement? No tests? Said Rich, trying to joke again, and snickering quietly, but getting 0 laughs at all this time. Miss Tracy glanced at a note on her desk. Well, a new girl will be joining our class today, she said. In just a few minutes, actually. Her name is Jessica Feeney. And right away the class broke into a low buzzing sound. It's nice she's here for the election, said Kayla, looking directly at Miss Tracy. Right at the beginning, I mean. Samantha Embria raised her hand. I'll show her around, and she can be my new lunch buddy for a week. This okay? I guess I'll take next week, said Eric, a large boy who everyone said had wet his seat in the second grade because the teacher wouldn't let him leave the class to use the bathroom. Wait, is she good looking? The girls in the room squealed and gagged. Jeff laughed sharply, and Rich howled. A new girl? I looked at Miss Tracy's face for some sign of what kind of person this girl might be. She had a cool name, Jessica, and for an instant I wondered if she would be as pretty as Courtney. Just after I had made all these plans about the election, wouldn't it be strange if a new girl came in and she was better than Courtney? No way. Forget that. I nearly laughed out loud in my own seat. No matter how good Jessica Feeney looked, no matter how nice she was, she'd never replace Courtney. A flash of Courtney in skiing clothes suddenly came into my mind, and there was a distant echo of a sniper shot in a white mountain behind her. I smiled a little to myself. So that was it. I would nominate Courtney and vote for her, and then she'd know. It'd be so cool. It's odd now to think of how I almost missed what Miss Tracy said next. I almost missed it thinking about Courtney, but I looked up just in time, and now I can never forget it. There is, Miss Tracy was saying quietly, there is something, though, that you need to know about Jessica.